Well, first of all, I did not fight this election as a Kashmiri student. I am just like any other student on this campus. But because I am a Kashmiri, so the debate goes to the other side. I know this well that entire Kashmiri students here were heartbroken. So they were against my coming into student union election, and they were divided in their opinions. But in the end, I motivated them by my slogan against the regionalism, and they gave their full consent that after all it's not a parliamentary election, it's a student union election. And one more motivating and surprising thing is that I was motivated to come into student union election by my friend who lost his brother-in-law who was a lecturer. So that had gone viral. So that's a very motivating and inspiring thing. Kashmiri students feel absolutely safe and secure in MANUU, and not just in MANUU but in entire Hyderabad. I have maintained it everywhere that Hyderabad is a very Kashmir friendly space, so they are absolutely free, feel secure here. I gave a call against regionalism. I thought regionalism was not promoting ability and merit, so entire university got one with that slogan. And I also picked up an issue of the gap between administration and the students. Almost every contestant made it as their primary agenda to speak on the gap between administration and students. And I picked up gender issue as well as the disappointment with research scholars. Even the research scholars cannot afford to reside nearby the Maulana Azad National University campus because it's a high-tech city. I will take up this issue with Vice Chancellor and convince him to bring back this scholarship for UG and PG fellows. I have actually maintained it everywhere that when our Vice Chancellor came here, our university was in a very sorry state. So his disappointment with students is very genuine. But I have maintained it as well that the earlier administration should have played a very positive role and in encouraging our Vice Chancellor and promoting positive thinking. That is what was needed, and character assassinations were made popular and hatred was made popular rather than the cooperation and proper representation from the student union or from the earlier administration. Things have really improved when Vice Chancellor came to this campus. He's a very motivational and inspirational speaker. His speeches were saved by the students. All the students saved his speech on laptops and on phones, and he's doing really well, and we need a proper representation, and that was needed. And that regional feelings which were evoked during the elections created havoc to the student union politics on this campus. Research scholars are very disappointed because this scholarship is not delivered on time, and there are so many issues with research scholars. They are disappointed, and I will take up that issue as well. First of all, I did not invite any ISA for canvassing. I did the most disciplined campaigning on campus. I did my campaigning as per rules and regulations of MANUU and LINGDO. And here are many people who are associated with the ISA, but I did not invite anyone. My relation with ISA is because we accepted and supported their call during the UGC moment. And ISA is a very progressive student union, and they think globally. And there are things which they take up and which are beyond the scope of any single campus to take. For example, the scrapping of non-net fellowship. MANUU single-handedly could not have handled that, or any other campus. So they bring all the students on a single platform and fight on the common issues of students, which is beyond the scope of any single campus. I will do anything that is better for this campus. Actually, girls feel poorly represented. One of the primary aims and objectives besides the Urdu promotion on this campus is the women empowerment. But the real women empowerment has not happened. Despite every facility available on campus, the entire environment is not encouraging for the girls. You can hardly see, or you can not at all see any girl playing in the stadium.